Welcome to this explainer. We all love our cats, right? We feed them, we give them the best life possible. But what if there's this whole hidden language of feline affection we're just totally missing? Well, that's exactly what we're going to uncover today. We're looking at what our cats quietly crave way beyond just the basics. We're going to explore 5 scientifically backed ways to bond with your cat that honestly, most people never even think about doing. Think about how you typically pet your cat. Most of us default to that classic long head-to-tail stroke, or maybe we even try for the belly rub. And sure, they might put up with it, but there is a huge difference between a cat just kind of tolerating your touch and one that absolutely melts into it. If your cat leans hard into your hand in one specific spot but kind of pulls away in another, they aren't just being picky. They're actually trying to tell you exactly where love lives on their body.
Okay, let's dive into this with part 1, the science of touch.
So understanding your cat is not just about randomly finding a good scratchy spot, it's literally hardwired into their biology. The real secret here is all about their scent gland zones. These are packed right around the cheeks, the base of the ears, and right under the chin. When you gently scratch those specific areas, you aren't just giving them a nice little massage. You're actually triggering the release of facial pheromones. Basically, these are invisible chemical signals that scream comfort, safety, and ultimate trust. Touching the belly or the base of the tail, on the other hand, that can actually cause subtle stress that most of us completely miss. So remember, aim for the scent glands. Because when you hit those pheromone spots, you're triggering a biological response that essentially tells your cat's brain, hey, this person is home, I'm completely safe here. In fact, a really fascinating study in the journal Applied Animal Behavior Science backed this right up. They found that cats showed way more positive reactions, those incredibly cute, slow blinks, heavy purring, and head pressing, when they were touched almost exclusively around the head and cheeks. So just by shifting where you pet them, you are literally speaking directly to their nervous system. Moving right along to part 2, activating the prey drive. Let's shift gears a bit and talk about playtime. Have you ever wondered why your fierce little living room panther gets bored and just walks away after like 30 seconds with a toy? Well, this brilliantly illustrates the disconnect between human play and feline instinct. We tend to be what I call chasers. We dangle a toy, swing it around super fast, and expect the cat to go totally crazy running after it. But cats, they're not chasers. They are ambush predators. By constantly moving that toy wildly around where they can't actually grab it, we're really just frustrating them. We fire up their prey drive, but we never let them actually finish the job. So how do we fix this? You've got to start thinking like real prey. And real prey is small, it's nervous, and it wants to hide. Try moving the toy really slowly. Let it pause and hide behind a pillow. Let your cat do what they were born to do: stalk, wait in total silence, calculate the perfect angle, and then strike. But listen, here is the absolutely crucial part of this whole sequence. You have to actually let them catch it. Let them grab it, bite it, and do those little bunny kicks. Because that moment of capture, that is everything. Letting your cat complete that hunt cycle triggers this massive rush of dopamine in their brain. It gives them this deep, instinctual satisfaction. When you play this way, your cat is going to engage so much harder, play way longer, and they'll actively seek you out when they want that satisfying feeling again. You're building an incredible level of trust just by honoring who they naturally are. Which brings us to part 3, building a primal connection. Now, trust isn't only built through touch and play. It's also built in how we talk to them. The science on this is actually pretty surprising. A 2022 study out of Paris Nanterre University showed it's not so much about what you say, it's totally about how you say it. Researchers found that when owners use their normal, everyday adult voices, the cats, well, they barely cared. But the second those owners switched to a gentle, warm tone using short, slightly higher-pitched phrases, boom! The cats became visibly more alert, engaged, and way more affectionate. They actually recognize and respond to that specific vocal pattern. But, there's definitely a delicate balance to strike here. Cats have incredibly sensitive hearing, so if you go completely overboard with really loud, high-energy baby talk, it can actually overwhelm them and stress them out. What you really want is the sweet spot: soft, calm, and short phrases. When you do that consistently, you build what's known as a vocal identity. Basically, the very sound of your voice becomes a conditioned signal of safety and comfort for them. Here's another amazing trick to build that primal trust. And it takes literally 2 minutes a week, yet almost no one does it. Hand feeding. Most of us just dump kibble in a bowl and walk away, right? But out in the wild, mother cats bring prey directly to their kittens. So the physical act of being offered food directly from a hand is one of the very first experiences of trust a baby cat ever has. It's completely hardwired into them. So the crucial point is, when you take a few pieces of kibble or their absolute favorite treat and just offer it to them from a flat, open palm, you're speaking this really ancient language. You're communicating on a super profound level. Hey, I provide for you, and you are safe with me. Seriously, try doing this just once a week. Through that simple repetition, they stop seeing your hands as something potentially unpredictable and start seeing them as a source of total, unwavering trust. Let's look at part 4, a small cat's world. For our final perspective shift, we really need to look at the physical world exactly the way our cats experience it. I mean, put yourself in their paws for a second. To a cat, you are a towering giant. We walk heavily, we loom over them, and pretty much every time we interact, we're leaning down from way above. Even when we're just trying to give them pure love, it's inherently coming from this place of intimidating height and physical pressure. They might accept it, sure, but it means they rarely get to actually experience you as an equal presence. Now, what's really interesting about this is that the solution costs absolutely nothing. Just sit on the floor. That's it. Don't call them, don't reach out to pet them, don't even hold a toy. Just lower yourself into their physical world and exist there. When you make yourself small like that and you remove all the pressure of expectation, your cat is going to notice. They might slowly wander over and just choose to sit near you completely on their own terms. And honestly, that choice, made without any pressure looming from above, is arguably the absolute purest form of trust a cat can give you. Okay, bringing it all together with part 5, your 5 daily actions. Let's move to our summary and see how this all builds together. We've covered some genuinely fascinating behavioral psychology today. So here is your highly actionable bonding strategy you can literally start using tonight. First, skip the full body strokes and gently scratch those facial scent glands on the cheeks and chin to release those comforting pheromones. Second, channel your inner ambush predator during playtime. Move the toy slowly and always, always let them catch it for that dopamine hit. Third, use those soft, short, calm phrases to build up your vocal identity. Fourth, take 2 minutes a week to hand feed them and mimic that maternal care. And finally, number 5, spend some quiet time just sitting on the floor at their level, asking for absolutely nothing. Making these small, biologically driven tweaks can completely upgrade your relationship from just being the roommate who feeds them to being their absolute most trusted companion. So, I'll leave you with this question to ponder tonight. Are you ready to step out of the human perspective and truly meet your cat on their level? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and hey, happy bonding!